que a gente vai para ver uma construtora que vai fazer uma casa diferente para a gente. Precisa de uma casa com mais espaço para a gente fazer os nossos vídeos, tem uma sala de cinema. E hoje é o primeiro dia, vamos conversar com esse cara para ver se dá certo.
Water, cold drink.
Nós estamos aqui no escritório do Victor. Como é o nome da companhia, Patrícia?
O Ronin Development.
Pois é, Ronin Development. Nós vamos conversar com ele sobre a possibilidade da casa, que eles são construtores lá no Parkland, e é com ele. Ele é o cara.
So what size house you looking to build? You said something like 3,000 square feet, something like that?
Yeah, 3,500.
What kind of style?
Then we have to see about the style. She like a modern house.
You want a modern house?
Yeah, that's the first time we're gonna see what it is and how it's gonna be, because all the house we bought before was like a pre-construction house. I talked to the man who had the fruit on his land there.
Yeah, what did he say?
1.2 he wants. He have a house who doesn't do any good.
No, house. I've been inside the house. The house has been for sale for a lot of years. You know if he has an agricultural exemption already? Because
He said yes, we can apply for.
You can apply for it because he has a lot of mango trees out back and exotic fruits and stuff. I know
And
the
we'll
house.
save a little bit money.
It'll save a lot of bit of money. If you get an agricultural exemption on it, we're gonna have to tear the house down.
Or build a house in the
No,
back
no,
and
no.
leave that house you
No, take it out.
take it out.
Yeah, because again, remember, if you want to try to get the agriculture exemption on those mango trees in the back. There's a 3 acres in a ranch. If you wanted something, but you have to put a bigger house on, you can't put a small house on it. Yeah, it's in the ranches, all right? And it's cleared already. Those houses there's no ceiling. You can put whatever you want in a house, you always get your money out of it. You can put a $12 million house there, no problem.
Yeah.
But I would say if you put a house on this, it's 3 acres. You probably want to put a house at least 6,000 or 8,000 square foot home on it.
No, that's too big for us.
You know what I'm saying? For it to be worth doing, because that area is, it warrants it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to underbuild the neighborhood. It may be good to unbuild the neighborhood. I don't know. That's up to you. I mean, you can put whatever you want on it. I'm just saying, as an investment standpoint, because I built the house across the street, it's $12 million. And then if you want to step it up some more, you go into Parkland Golf and Country. If you can find a lot in there, it's $3.5 million for half an acre or acre. It just depends what tier you want to be at. Now, pine tree is good. Now, the problem with pine tree is that you have to have a septic. You have to have a well. Well, there's a lot on the corner of 60s. Oh, the one on 62nd you were talking about, the woods.
Yeah, the one.
Okay. 1.1, 1.2 for that.
1.1, 1.2 for just for the land.
Yes.
Does not need to be very big house. Right?
No.
Yeah.
No, you can keep that small. And that's a big acre. It's 2.6 acres. That's 2.6 acres. No.
They don't allow
It's
two.
plotted for single family home.
But we can do a barn there for boats.
Yes.
Or something? Barn, yes.
Yeah, you can put exteriors. You can put other structures on there. You can put a guest house. You can do whatever you want.
Because I need a space in the house to do my studio for videos.
Yeah, well, you can put it. You can put it. If you connect it to the main house, there's no ceiling on what you could do to that building. As long as it's connected to the
If
main
it's
house.
connected to the main house.
You're right, but if you
It's
don't connect it, it's
better.
detached. You can't go over 1,200 square feet. 1,200 is the maximum you can put a guest house in if it's not attached to the main house. But if you put a breezeway to it, this is the house on 62nd. This is 1.8 million to build it, all in. That's the landscaping, it's the pool, it's everything. It's pretty good. 1,000 square feet. Here's the guest house.
Oh, they have the guest house.
And we put a breezeway. It's connected by a roof here.
But the guest house is 2 bedrooms or 1 bedroom?
It's more of a studio.
Oh, studio is 1 bedroom.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, this house is already done, right?
This is the one you see on
I
62nd.
see this one.
Yeah,
Because the 3 windows here, I saw.
that's what I said. Do you recognize it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is the guest house. That's looking at it from the back. This is the guest house. But now, if you go with the concrete second floor and stuff like that, it's not cheap to go up anymore.
Yeah.
You might save.
I'm not really into second floor in a house.
No.
I like a bigger house than
This
first
is
floor.
transition.
I love 3 car
How many square
garage.
feet is this house?
I'm sorry.
How many square feet is this house?
This is about 77,000,
Oh,
7,100.
that's a big one.
Yeah, it's
But
a big house.
if we do 3 car garage, 4 bedrooms,
AC
maybe
area
3,
6,000.
4
It's a
bed.
good size, Roberto, 6,000.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I could take you in this house. This house is, it doesn't seem
Still
too
empty.
big. It's a nice sized house. It's got a lot of stuff in it.
6,000 is a decent size.
We used to have a big one in Lake Court. It was 5,400, right?
5 for 30.
Yeah, but it was big, like second floor and everything. And then all my kids got married, run away. Me and her. Think about it. It's weird. One little dog, me and my wife in a big house.
Well, I just have the plans to my house. You might be interested in that. That's a nice, but you could do a contemporary front, but my house is done very, very nice. And that's 5,700. But it's done for us.
How many foot high is the ceiling in this house here?
13 feet.
Nice.
13. You have the architect or you do it?
I have 3
Oh, you
architects.
have everything.
Yeah, I don't take a piece of the architects. I don't mark them
No.
up. I got 3 architects. You
Yeah,
can choose
better
from
when
one
we
of the
work
3.
together.
Yeah.
I have.
I mean,
a
I'll
lot of
help, and I'll come to the meetings and all of that. I'll help with the architects. You guys tell them what you want, and I deal with the architects. You pay them directly, so I don't have to mark it up. And they're into the company. I gotta charge for it. Okay, you see how big the garage is? The smallest one, 26 feet.
Yeah.
I bought a Ghost. I brought the Ghost home, and it didn't fit in my garage.
Even it's big like that?
Well, this one, yeah, I made it so my Ghost will fit in there, and I can walk around the car if I want to. Okay. But that Rolls Royce did not fit in my garage. I was heartbroken. The living area,
Yeah. It's,
you know, it's like 5,700 something. Living area under AC is 3,800.
almost 4,000.
It's not bad.
Let's say if we say, okay, now the land, it's right here. We bought the land. After that, get approved by the city.
We have to get the plans drawn. It's going to take 3 to 4 months minimum.
to get approved.
No, to get the plans drawn.
Okay.
Unless you pick something that's
Yeah, no, I
already
see, I
drawn.
see, I
Let's
see.
say you want this house,
Okay,
so we could just
but
build it.
the question is, like, after we have the land, after that day, the land is, now we can start construction. The plant and everything, house, how long would be taken?
It's going to take 3 to 4 months at least, minimum, to get the plans, minimum.
Okay, no,
Then,
to have everything
then the
done.
permits, within 30 days, I could have an early start. So you're talking 5 months from the day you close on that property, and
Okay.
if we really fly with it, that we could break
And to
ground.
finish all the construction, how long would it be?
This house I could build in maybe 14, 15 months.
14 to
If there's
15?
no delays or
Yeah, well,
anything.
year and a
This is
half.
87 inspections. Yeah, it's going to be a 2-year ordeal.
2 years. The whole
All
thing.
together?
If anybody tells you any different than that, then they're lying to you.
No, I know about that, because
All right.
I've been doing little things. I took like 2 years and 46 days to finalize the construction of my bakery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the permit for the
Oh,
commercial,
the commercial's a whole different
they
situation.
took me a long
I mean,
time.
Parkland loves
And I
me.
had to pay all the rent for all this month.
Parkland loves me, and Parkland loves John Lamb, the one who drew these plans. So they let us really get moving and let us get going on it.
Because they know you what to do.
They know us. All right,
You
so
know.
that's a big asset right there.
They know you're not gonna max up.
Right, and yeah, I'm like one of the better known builders in Pine Tree. Everywhere you go, you'll see my signs everywhere. And that's because I've always done the right thing for my customers. And then, you know, I'm open book. You know, if you want to see something, here you go. Here's what your cost is. I just make it up in volume because I see maybe 3-4% net. You know, on $1 million, $30,000-$40,000. But I'm going to do $29 million this year. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I do a lot of volume. I compete against people I never even thought I'd be competing against. You know, I'm still putting up these houses for like $350 a foot. If you want nicer finishings, maybe $400. Okay. And all my competition is up around 600 mark, 650. Aiden Ross, and I don't even know who he is. I don't follow social media or anything like that. You know who Aiden Ross is? He's an influencer.
I don't think so.
Never heard
Google.
of
Kid makes $99,000 an hour. He makes over $100 million a year. That kid. I got his job.
And he might be young still,
He's 25 years old.
25 still.
You know, I mean, he's making $100 million a year plus. Okay, now if you finance the property, okay, you got to keep in mind that when you go, if you're going to take a loan for the house, you're going to take a loan for the house, you're going to pay cash for the house.
I think in 1 year and a half we can build the house, pay for. Because it's gonna be a process one way or other. You're gonna take part of the money and then keep
I
going.
could refer you to somebody. His name is Doc Walker. He's one of the vice presidents for TD Bank. I've given him over $20 million in loans in the last couple of years. You know, just tell him I told you to call him. You can talk to him and see what your options are. Normally, what people do is they pay cash for the property and then they finance the construction. That's what they do. So they put the land up as pretty much like collateral for the bank. You know what I mean? And then the bank finances the construction end. And they have different programs. They got different year arms and stuff. They can reduce your payment, you know, your interest rates or what, depending on what they feel the interest rates are going to do. But their programs have been pretty. They've been pretty successful with, you know, providing a service to my customers that they could afford.
I understand most of the thing that I need to understand, but one good thing is got the land. And then come and talk how's going to be the side of the house and how much it's going to be to get done. I understand it's about 2 years to get done. And then
The house this size, you know, I usually go by air conditioner area, but something like this house, you'll probably be 1.5, 1.8-ish. to do this house.
1.5.
1.5 to 1.8 in that neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you know, plus a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and these newer homes are selling for anywhere. I hear it. Well, that house next door, the one I'm building there on 62nd, they got all listed for 5.8 million.
Thing I want,
Then we don't
one thing I
forget.
want to build in a house for us is like a lot of natural light. I love natural
what I'm
light.
saying, like this elevation here is it's called transitional, so it's kind of like a modern Mediterranean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but we could do like more modern windows. You know what I mean? Taller windows and make it more transitional, more toward the modern range. You know, get away from some of these. You know, you talk to the architect, see what you can do to.
But brother,
But you gotta find yourself a lot, and like I says, I won't charge anything. Let me look at it. You know, we could take precautions. Okay, I could look at it and scan it, and then I could talk to my landscaping engineer, and he'll pull up the wetland map and see if there's any wetlands on that. And then if there was no, they do a wetland determination, the county. You know, just write that into the deal. Say, listen, we need this time. We want to do these inspections, and have them do a wetland mitigation. Make sure, because the amount of available lots in Parkland are going down.